Hello everyone, it's Jada here from Cobourg Nissan, and let's check out this sweet Rogue together. So 2019 Nissan Rogue technology package. So this car is going to give you lots of extra amenities and functions and safety features. So you have your LED daytime running lights with your fog lights. You also have forward emergency braking with pedestrian detection. So that's a more fine-tuned system. And then you have high beam assist as well. You can leave your high beams on and they'll automatically dim to oncoming traffic and turn themselves off and on when required. So it takes all the guesswork of it, or fidgeting late at night and forgetting to turn off your high beams when a car is coming as well. So new to 2019 in the tech package is a new rim size on the Rogue, 18-inch, and the dual black and chrome rims, especially with the magnetic black paint color, looks really, really sharp. You have your LED turn signal indicators on the car, and then there are 4 cameras on the vehicle, front, back, and under each mirror. And I'll get to that once we get inside the car. So really, really nice. Yeah, love the Rogue. Roof rails, you can mount everything you need at the back. Being that you're in a technology package Rogue, you are as well blessed with a power liftgate. You can open it by hitting the button on the trunk, your key fob, or swinging your foot underneath, which is perfect. So as we know, the Rogue is best in class for fuel efficiency and interior cargo space. Standard in all Nissan Rogues is this amazing divide and hide cargo system. So tons of space, and you can create a multi-level, let me show you, multi-level storage system. There you go, tiers. You can take these panels out if need be. And now you have 3 storage areas, down below, inside, and up above. Now, one of the great things I love about the Rogue, of course, it's a hatchback, but it does offer a tonneau cover too. But instead of putting it in your garage, in your shed, and it getting all dirty and forgotten about, when you're not using it, this side here is spring loaded, and it is hollowed out here and here. So you can actually keep it stored nicely in your vehicle when you don't want to use it. How perfect is that? So you do have a rear sonar system as well, right back here. And new to 2019 as well is rear intelligent emergency braking. So if you're backing up to anything that is milk crate size or larger, getting too close, you're gonna get your sonar system beeps, and then if you're still going, the car will stop. Now, I've had that happen to me several times here at the lot. We have to park our cars fairly closely to one another, but trust me, it works. It doesn't sound pretty, but it does the job. Take a peek at the back. So I have pre-moved this seat up ahead just to show you the versatility of the Easy Flex cargo system. So depending what you have in your back, you can create more trunk space back there. You can create more leg room for your front passengers, anything like that. And then as well, let's get down to ground level. Theater style seating. Look how the base of that back seat is higher than the front. So anyone that's sitting in the back and gets motion sickness, anything like that, that's gonna help because they get a better line of sight in the front. And I'll put this back just to show you. Lots of leg space, doesn't matter how tall you are. You can fit in the Rogue, no problem. And then as well, there's a clip back here. You can of course put your seats down. The center seat doubles as an armrest and cup holder, perfect. And then, see how they're not lining up right now? That's because you can actually control how angled your rear back, or the back part to your seat is. So you can really have max comfort back there. And then let's get a great look at that sunroof, or moonroof. That wouldn't be doing it justice calling it a sunroof. Nice and airy. And even though this is a gorgeous rainy day, it is still letting lots of extra sunlight, or light I should say, into the cabin. It makes a world of difference as well. So you have a push button system in the car. You can get in and out of your vehicle by simply using this button, so long as the key is on you somewhere within proximity. You have remote engine start on your key fob as well, which is perfect. This is a pre-owned Rogue, and it only has 30,000 kilometers on it, and there are still 2 sets of keys for it. So you do have heated mirrors as well. Now let's take a peek on the inside. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, and you have a power driver seat with 2-way lumbar support. You're going to hear me talk about this a lot if you've watched my video. Zero gravity front seats. Nissan, we're famous for it. We pay into NASA's seat patent to use their seat design, and instead of having 4 pressure points along your body, you have 14, so it's more evenly distributed. How that's going to benefit you as a consumer is less fatigue, and it doesn't cut your blood flow circulation as much, which is perfect. So down here we have a series of important buttons. traction control, on and off ProPilot. I'll get more into that. And then as well, you do have an option to open your power lift gate from the inside, fuel latch, heated steering wheel. So a lot of people blow over this feature. If you have never ever had a heated steering wheel before, it is a game changer. Imagine you're in the winter time, you just scraped off your car, your hands are frozen, and you get inside your car and you grab a hot steering wheel. Just to let you know, once you have that feature, you'll never ever go back. You have your all-wheel drive lock button, so the car itself is an intelligent all-wheel drive. It's going to do everything it needs to by itself, but you can lock yourself in a true 50-50 format if need be. If the plow comes, leaves that beautiful mound at the end of your driveway, anything like that. And then let's go back down to sport and eco mode. Those are RPM controls, basically if you want a little bit more jazz, or if you want to cut yourself off on your acceleration just to be a little bit more fuel efficient. So our blind spot warning indicator on the Nissan Rogue is on the inside of your A-pillar right here. I really like it in this position versus the tip of your mirror. When you're driving along, you can see it better in your peripherals instead of it potentially being the last thing you see. When you pair this system with your shoulder check, it's a foolproof system, absolutely. All right, let's hop in. Perfect. Let's take a gander at this. So D-shaped steering wheel, let's take a peek at that. So on longer drives, this is going to be a really nice place to rest your hands as well, which is great. And it's going to give you more leg room getting in and out if you are a vertically blessed person. I am not. I don't run into that problem. Automatic headlights, perfect. Back here, this is called your drive assist display. So you can monitor anything, tire pressure. There's easy fill tire alert in the car. So what that means, if you need to add air, you start adding air and the car will honk once you've reached the right pressure. So that's an amazing system, takes the guesswork out of all of it. Your settings page, your average speed, your e-pedal. So right now the eco is on. So actually it's almost like a little bit of a game. When you're accelerating or driving along, this line here will go up in green. When you're staying in the green, it means you're being economical. Or yeah, I just botched that word. You're being eco, let's just go with that. So you can make a little game. When you turn off your eco button, it just goes back to monitoring an average fuel efficiency. Perfect. Awesome. So this side of the steering wheel here, we got some things to talk about on this side. So you may have heard the term adaptive cruise, intelligent cruise control. That is this button right here. Let me show you. Let's turn it on standby. So while engaged in cruise control, you can adjust the distance on how far back you're going to stay from the car in front of you. And basically what this means is it takes away the need of always doing cancel, resume, cancel, resume, cancel, resume. I drive on the 401 all the time, about 50 kilometers one way to get back into or to and from work. And when I get the opportunity of driving a car that has this function, it makes it a lot easier. Now you're going to say, yeah, I've heard that feature before. It's nothing special. Here's the magic button, the blue button. So see how that steering wheel is grayed out, top left-hand corner of your driver assist display? ProPilot Assist. Not only are you going to stay a safe distance back from the car in front of you, but the car will keep you in your lane and do the steering. You only need a little resistance on the steering wheel so that the car knows you're there, and it's going to do the steering. Like I said, semi-autonomous, but it's makes your life a heck of a lot easier on your commutes, anything like that as well. So shortly I'm going to be making a video physically on the ProPilot, and come check it out for yourself. I have driven competitors' ProPilot assist systems and I find it's more reactive and ours is more proactive, but hey, don't take my word for it, do the comparison yourself. 4 ways nice and up high. Being that this is a tech package, you're going to have built-in navigation into the vehicle, which is fantastic, as well as you're paired with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So if you're an Apple folk, you have Siri or you have Google all at the tip of your fingers. And the great thing with those systems is you can actually voice command any text message back. The vehicle itself will have some preset text messages that you can send back, but this one here, you can say anything, and those are great systems. You do have a 360-degree backup camera. That's where those cameras came into play that I was talking about on the outside. So if you're parking, parallel parking, anything like that, it's gonna make your life a heck of a lot easier. You're going to know exactly where you are, how close to the curb, anything like that. The vehicle also has predictive guidelines. So I'm in park right now, that's why they're in the front. But as you twist your steering wheel, it's going to show you exactly where you're going to end up. And then when you're in reverse, it's going to automatically populate. And same thing once again, shows you exactly where you're going to end up. And then if you're parallel parking next to a curb, tap your camera button and it's going to show you the right side of the car. So those beautiful 18-inch dual colored aluminum alloys, they're gonna stay nice, which is great. That is always the goal. And of course you have your AM, your FM, your Sirius satellite radio. You have your dual climate control system right down here, 2 temperatures on both sides of the cabin, relationship saver, and you have auto. Now, a lot of people overlook this feature. I myself didn't know what this feature was until I entered the car business, but it is like a thermostat for your car. So in the winter, once your car is nice and toasty and warm, that is great. It reaches the point where you're starting to boil. So this turns your car into a thermostat. So when I hit this, the car is going to do everything it needs to by itself to keep the cabin at this temperature, which is amazing. Turn that off for right now. It might be raining, but she's a little toasty today. So you have your auxiliary, your USB, and your 12 volt. You have your electronic parking brake right there, auto hold. So what this feature is once you've arrived at a set of red lights, for example, you've come to a complete stop, you're gonna notice an A show up in your RPM dash screen. And what that means is the car is holding. So once you've come to a complete stop, you can let go of your brake. The car is gonna stay braking, with, like you can say, and it won't move until you put pressure on the accelerator. So that is an amazing feature. Do not get confused with the start-stop feature, completely different. There we go. Nice cup holders, heated seats, of course. In your center console, you have, oh, let's fix that pad, there we go. So you have a fast charging USB port with another 12 volt down there. Yeah, really roomy, guys, lots of view. Again, check out that moonroof. You know, it's a rainy day, but it really doesn't seem this dark inside the cabin, which is fantastic. So this Rogue has tons and tons of great features. It only has just under 32,000 kilometers. It's a 2019, which is amazing. You're gonna have your full warranty protections on there as well. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little tour, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jada here from Cobourg Nissan. When you call, ask for me. I'd love to introduce you to this vehicle, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.